What's up guys, my name is TechnoTuner, and today I'm bringing to you a test hands video for the Rescue Ace RB deck that I've been playing and having fun with from time to time. This deck is got a lot of control aspects, but also has a good combo variant as well that allows you to further interact with your opponent and be able to get some pops off as well. For this test hands video, we're going to be going through two going first test hands, and then finally a going second test hands to show what kind of boards you can build without really any interruption. In this kind of video, please feel free to take any kind of notes or anything that you see from this video and further improve or build it to how you see fit. Anyways, let's go ahead and hop right on into this. So, for our first hand, we get Rescue Ace Airlifter, Infinite Impermanence, Ash Blossom Joyous Spring, Rescue Ace Impulse, and RBGA10 Cutter. In this case, we're going to go ahead and start off with the special summon of RBGA10 Cutter, and then normal summon Airlifter effect to get us a quick play spell. We'll go ahead and get us an emergency. Then we'll go ahead and activate the emergency, allowing us to get us a hydrant on board. We'll pop the Airlifter and then hydrant effect to allow us to add a Rescue Ace monster from deck to hand. We'll go ahead and get us Rescue Ace Turbulence. Next, we'll go ahead and activate the effect of Rescue Ace Turbulence by banishing 2 Rescue Ace cards. To special summon it. Its effect will let us then allowing us to set up 4 Rescue Ace quick play spells and or normal traps. So we'll go ahead and set Contain, Alert, Rescue, and Extinguish. We'll go ahead and set them in any order, doesn't really matter. Next, what we can do is take the Turbulence and RB10 GA10 Cutter and go into RB Valken Booster. This card is Link Summon, add 1 RB spell from your deck to your hand. If this card is in the extra monster zone, you can special summon 1 RB monster from your hand or graveyard in defense position. Then you can move this card you control to another of your main monster zones. You cannot special summon from the extra deck this turn except machine monsters, which is perfectly fine because that's all we're doing. So in this case, we're going to add an RB spell. We'll go ahead and grab us a RB stage landing, if we really want to, but the other option is a Funk Dock, because Funk Dock lets us get replacement, in which case I feel like that would be a much better option. No, it would still be landing in this case. Sorry, I'm going back and forth in my head about this. The reason why I'm doing landing instead is so I can further continue my plays. So we're going to do Vulcan's effect to special summon the GA10 Cutter back and move Valken down 1. We'll next activate the RB stage landing to special summon a different RB card. What we can special summon is either the Valken Booster or the GA10 Driller. We'll go ahead and do the Valken Rocket. Next, we'll take these two and go into the Brute Blues. And Brute Blues effect will go ahead and get us that 10 Driller. So we'll then add that to our hand and then special summon it. Next, we'll go ahead and activate that Rescue. allowing us to target one rescue ace monster in our graveyard and special summon it. We're going to go ahead and special summon back the Turbulence. And we'll special summon it over here. So it isn't pointing to an RB monster under the Brute Blues. Then we'll go ahead and set one card. And we already have a monster pop. We have a quick effect, pay 700, negate a spell or trap. And then we have a quick effect, pay 500, target one monster opponent controls, destroy both that monster and this card. Along with an alert, a contain, an infinite impermanence, and an extinguish. We also have an Ash Blossom in hand, along with a Rescue Ace Impulse. If our opponent activates a monster effect on the field, we contribute it from our hand, special summon Machine Rescue Ace monster from our deck, so we can get Airlifter off rip. So overall, we have a decent board in which we can still protect a lot of our stuff and build up further. And for our next draw, we would get a Preventer, so we have a Book of Moon on the crackback if needed. All right, let's go ahead and hop right into our second hand. All right, so for our next going first hand, we have RBGA 10 Cutter, RB Stage Landing, Alert, Infinite Impermanence, and Rescue Ace Airlifter. So let's go ahead and special summon a GA10 Cutter, activate Stage Landing to give us a Falcon Rocket. Then we'll go ahead and normal summon the Airlifter. Airlifter effect to grab us a spell. In this case, we're going to go ahead and grab us an Emergency. We'll activate Emergency, tributing off the Airlifter to get us a Hydrant. Hydrant effect, we'll go ahead and add us a Turbulence. Next, we'll go ahead and special summon the Turbulence by banishing both Airlifter and Emergency. Turbulence effect allowing us to set 4. In this case, we're going to go ahead and set a Rescue. And just to make sure, quick play spells and normal traps. Yep. Extinguish. Contain. And Emergency, since we have the alert in hand. We're not going to activate the Emergency this turn anyways, but it's just for further play if we need to. So we'll set these 4 in any random order. We'll next take the GA10 Cutter and the Turbulence. You know where we're going into this. Go into the Falcon Rocket, bring back the GA10 Cutter. And allowing us to add one RB spell. In this case, we're going to go ahead and add the Funk Dock. So adding the Funk Dock would first have to happen before moving this and summoning back the GA10 Cutter. I'm just skipping ahead a little bit in the steps, so sorry about that. We'll go ahead and activate the RB Funk Dock. Activate the effect to add a RB card from your deck to your hand except Funk Dock. So that is perfectly fine, because we're going to add to our hand for next turn an RB Stage Landing, if so we have an extender for next turn. We'll go ahead and then link these 2 away and go directly into our Brute Blues. Brute Blues effect being able to get us a GA10 Driller to our hand, and then we'll special summon it. We'll next go ahead and activate the Rescue. That's the Emergency. Rescue. Allowing us to revive back the Turbulence. Then we'll go ahead and set the Infinite Impermanence and the Alert. Once we do that, we basically have the same board, but if any of these leave, each time a monster your opponent controls is destroyed by battle or card effect, gain 500 life points. If a RB monster you control leaves the field by card effect, you can special summon one RB monster from your deck. You can use this effect of RB Funk Dock once per turn. So if we activate the spell or trap effect to pop, or the to negate and pop, or the monster effect to pop, we can definitely utilize one of these, get us another monster that we need on the field, such as the Falcon Rocket. But outside of that, we have a pretty good hand overall, and we have an extender for next turn, and our next draw is Reinforcement of the Army, so we get our Airlifter back for another go. Anyways, that's all I have for this going first hand. Let's pop into our final hand where we're going second. All right, so for our going second hand, let's see what we draw into. We get RB GA10 Cutter, Rescue Ace Preventer, Extinguish, Rescue Ace Fire Attacker, RB Stage Landing, and since we're going second, Rescue Ace Airlifter. In this case, we'll go ahead and start off by the RB cards, doing GA10 Cutter to special summon itself. We'll go ahead and then, next, normal summon the Rescue Ace Airlifter. Airlifter effect to add a quick play spell or just a Rescue Ace spell. Yep, so Rescue Ace spell. In this case, we're just going to add the emergency because we need to get our back row online to further assist. So we'll activate the emergency, allowing us to add, special summon a hydrant, then pop a card. Specifically a Rescue Ace monster we control. So we're going to pop the hydrant, or summon the hydrant, pop the Rescue Ace Airlifter, which is perfectly fine. Then we're going to activate Hydrant effect to add us a Rescue Ace monster. We'll go ahead and add that Rescue Ace Turbulence. Since we have two, we can banish one card. We'll banish one Rescue Ace card from our graveyard. Special summon Preventer. We're going to banish the emergency. In this case, we can banish this, special summon this card, and if you control another Rescue Ace monster, quick effect, target one effect monster your opponent controls changes its face down defense position. This card is sent to the graveyard, target one of your banished Rescue Ace monsters, except the level 8 monster, special summon it. So, which is perfectly fine, because we're going to activate the effect to flip an opponent's monster face down. That is perfectly fine for us. Since a monster was special summoned, we can Rescue Ace monster was special summon. We can special summon Fire Attacker, and if a card is added to the opponent's hand except by drawing it, you could draw 2, discard 1. But we're not going to utilize that effect right now because what we're going to do next is take these two and go directly into a link 2, making sure that we aren't machine locked. We are not. So what we can do is go into a link 2. We'll add the Falcon Rocket and then add one RB spell. If we would really like to, we'll go ahead and add the Flunk Dock. Next, what we can do is go ahead and special summon the Turbulence by banishing both Fire Attacker and Airlifter. Activating Turbulence effect. We'll go ahead and set a rescue, a contain, an alert, and you can do it from hand. I just choose not to because we already have it in hand, and we get another extension out of this by setting an emergency. So from here, what do? We'll go ahead and set these on back. We'll take the Preventer and the Falcon Rocket and go directly into our Brute Blues. Brute Blues has the fun effect of letting us get an RB monster from our deck to our hand. And since Airlifter was sent, or Preventer, not Airlifter, Preventer was sent to the graveyard, we can special summon back a actual Rescue Ace monster that's banished. That's not a level 8. We'll go ahead and summon back the Airlifter because what we can do here is add the Falcon Rocket. Then we'll go ahead and activate the RB Funk Dock, allowing us to add a GA10 Driller. We'll get the GA10 Driller up and running, allowing us to special summon both the GA10 Driller and the Valken Rocket. We'll pay 1,000 life points, target up to 2 cards on the field, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each card destroyed by also destroying this card. So we're technically destroying 3, so we're going to inflict 1,500 damage and pop 2. And we're taking only 500 because we'll gain 500 back. And since a RB monster you control leaves the field, you can go ahead and special summon another RB monster. So we've already popped 2 cards. We'll go ahead and special summon that GA10 Cutter. Next, we'll go ahead and overlay the Airlifter and that GA10 Driller, if we really want to, or we can utilize it to go into something bigger. In this case, what we want to do what we could do is we can go into either Battling Box or King Dempsey to get us an Airlifter for next turn. Or what we can do is go into a Pit Knight early using the Cutter and the Airlifter to get us a negate in the field zone if we need to. But what we're going to instead do is take that into Turbulence, go into Promethean Princess. We are further locked into fires only. Promethean Princess, reviving back the Turbulence. Then we'll go ahead and activate Rescue, allowing us to bring back the Ace Preventer. So we have further damage to swing for game if we would like. We also have an extra set, and we could take these 2 and go directly into our Emblem Whale. We were not machine locked this entire time because we haven't used any of the actual spell effects or monster effects that prevent us from locking. So we have right now effectively 3,026, 15 because it's not pointing to any RB monsters, which is perfectly fine, and 2,800 attack. But we'll go ahead and activate this. We cannot activate this because when you activate this card, you can only special summon machine monsters of 1,500 or less attack, which is perfectly fine. We're not going to worry about that. So, what can we do instead? There is a funnier play that we could have done. It's by leaving these 2, taking Preventer and Bestower. And instead of going into Emblem Whale, we'll go into Raging Phoenix. And then we could take these 2 and go into Emblem Whale. Emblem Whale has the fun effect of it's popped. We can then utilize the effect to target a link 3 or lower monster in our graveyard, special summon it. So we can revive back the Brute Blues off of that if we pop it with Princess, but it has to be when Princess is not on the field because Princess locks us into fires only. But right now we still have 26, 28, and 3k for damage if we want to. Plus we've already popped effectively 2 cards, if not 3 if we didn't already utilize the GA10 Driller. And the fun part about this is we can still utilize the effect of some of the cards in our back row for next turn, because we still have the alert, the contain, the extinguish, and emergency. Overall, we still have extra plays as well, with RB Stage Landing also being on our board or in our hand for next turn, so we can further go into our RB combo again if we would like to. But either way, that is all that I have for this test hands video. I hope you guys greatly enjoyed this. If you did, go ahead and please leave that like, subscribe, and please feel free to leave a comment. I greatly appreciate any comment that's left. I try to read through everything and respond as soon as possible. Anyways, guys, until next time, I hope you all have a great one, and I'll see you then.
Is it okay if I'm to say I'm catching feelings from all the dealings? Am I astray? What do you say? How are you feeling? Is it the same?